82 along the coast, 89 inland. And on Thursday, sunshine, some clouds, and delightful. High 82 at the coast, 87 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
It's time to rethink what you know about clean American propane and what it can do for your operation. Want efficient, reliable power independent of the grid? Propane can do that. Power for EPA-compliant engines without all the extra fluids and filters. Propane can do that. Eliminate fuel theft, lower hourly fuel costs, reduce downtime. Propane can do all of that. Discover all the things propane can do on your farm at propanecandothat.com.
Look around that yard. You could probably use a tree or two, couldn't you? That means a trip to everyone's favorite tree place, Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. This week at Bob Wine's, you get 1/3 to 2/3 off any tree in stock. And that includes a huge selection too long to list here. This is the real deal on trees at Bob Wine's. Suppose you need some color for your yard. The answer again, Bob Wine's for hydrangea, more than you can imagine in one place. And of course, those gorgeously blooming azaleas, including the area's largest selection of encore azaleas. They keep blooming all year round. Hanging baskets large and small, buy one for $14.99, get a second one for half price. Spring veggies unbelievably priced at just 99 cents in the 4-pack. The place, Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, just east of Lake Weir Avenue, daily till 4:30, Saturday till 3 in the same blooming place since 1952.
All right, thank you, Bob. 7 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Nice looking Tuesday morning. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center, and we're going to talk about things we do to waste our time. Things we do that waste our time.
Okay.
Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry. Robin, how are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you right now?
Just driving to Gainesville today.
So you were listening, and you were kind of amazed at Dr. Mayer's knowledge of 1980s one-hit wonders, huh?
Yeah, she's like a savant. You know? Crazy how that.
It's funny how
She was saying it before I could even figure out. I mean, the name of the song was. She had the artist and everything.
I know. It's really. I don't even think I could do.
I did know Midnight Oil. And I disagree with you. There's much. I mean, Bob Dylan and Bruce Springsteen have worse voices. So.
Okay, I'll hand it to. I'll say Dylan. I won't agree with Springsteen. Springsteen can sing well, sometimes.
Sometimes.
It's kind of That's fair. I think he was influenced by Bob Dylan. I think he wanted to sound like Dylan.
Sure, I think so.
Did you hear that Huey Lewis is losing his hearing? He won't be able to do music anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. I mean, you know, as a geek growing up in the in the 80s, he was our hero. So
when the Heart of Rock and Roll was a hit, it was during those years I used to go to New York all the time, and I used to love like entering the city and hearing that song. Because it starts with New York, New York, is it really place? Right? You know how it starts, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's great.
All right, so I look back on my life and I wonder how much of it I wasted.
Yeah.
So a lot of
there's a Canadian in the left lane here going 68 miles an hour.
So we do a lot of things that waste our time. So I want to talk about wasting our time. Do you I was going to ask you now. How's the blood supply? Maybe I should ask that.
We're right there at a 4-day blood supply. The bottom line is we just need more. We really need to get beefed up a little bit more before we hit the summer. I don't know. It's 50 degrees. If it ever gets warm again. But just please get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, you think about it. Okay, once every 8 weeks. This dovetails perfectly into the wasting time
sure it does.
Subject. No, it does, because if you think about it, once every 8 weeks, you're going to take a half hour approximately and donate blood. Once every 8 weeks. Mm-hmm. And yet we will say, I don't have the time. I can't donate blood. I don't have the time. Remember yesterday we had this thing. You'll say one thing. You'll say a good excuse, but it won't be the real excuse, right?
Right.
A good excuse is I don't have the time. The real excuse is you're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's absolutely true.
I think so. All right, so we will talk about things that we do to waste our time. Let me first thank our friends over at Palm Garden of Ocala Health and Rehabilitation Center. You want to rehabilitate from whatever it is you've gone through, heart surgery, maybe you've got some Parkinson's going on or something else. That a little therapy could go a long way. Go see what they can do for you, and you'll find out everything you need to know by simply taking a tour. Remember, Palm Garden is a skilled nursing facility. That's an important 2 words. While some of the other facilities may be beautiful and some of the others may have some great food, Palm Garden has it all, including skilled nursing. So go down there and take a tour, 2700 Southwest 34th Street. Penn Flooring has some beautiful flooring you might want to consider for your home or your office. We've chosen maybe 5 different types of flooring here at WOCA. From carpeting to simulated wood to simulated brick.
Yes, linoleum.
And it
really
looks as good as it did the first day it was put in, which was about 6 years ago now. And it cleans up perfectly, especially when I've been here. So, Penn Flooring, thank you for sponsoring this segment with Galen. 1201 Southwest 17th Street. I do have a tendency to make a mess. I don't know what it is about me, but I do.
You're a giant. Giants aren't known for their neatness.
You know what? That's a really good point. I need to remember that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
There you go.
I'm gonna put that on my door.
Giants aren't known
Warning.
for neatness.
Nor for their aroma. Remember, giants sometimes have a funny aroma.
Oh, there you go. Wow, how can you say that?
All right, here we go. Things that we do to waste our time. Let's see. Procrastinating by making excuses. Do you do this? Procrastinating by making excuses.
Well, I've got to tie my shoe. I'm going to have to answer that later.
If you dread the task, you delay and makes you feel guilty.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
We all do that. They're just, it's too cold to mow the yard. I can tell you that.
All right, watching a little TV to decompress and then you turn it off 2 hours later. You ever do that? I'm just going to watch a little TV.
Yeah, probably, sure. It depends on if the Red Sox are on or something like that, yeah.
Oh, I do. I fall asleep.
By the way, speaking of the Red Sox, Matt Gibbs' son was in the Boston Marathon yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
I can't wait to hear how it went. I know it was freezing cold.
The wind was brutal and everything. So,
Yeah. So I'm guessing we won't see him today. He's probably not back yet, but when he comes back, I'm anxious to hear how that went. I looked online for the winners. He was not the winner in the wheelchair category. That's all I know is because I saw the winner on that one. So let's see. Going out to a crowded restaurant to eat instead of cooking at home is a waste of time. Really?
Why? Why is that?
I guess because it's crowded and you have to wait for a table.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh gosh. Okay, I got.
Yeah, but you know what? I think people, they don't underestimate. I think they underestimate how long it takes to prepare and how long it takes.
I know. Except yesterday, I could have made tacos quicker than the Taco Bell guy. Are you ready for my story? I went to Taco Bell, right? What's the name of the person ordering? Whatever they ask you. Larry. His name is Larry. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So then they'll say, well, we'll call your name. Everybody else is sitting down, and I don't realize this. So I'm thinking the guy's making my stuff. And he comes out and he says, Randy? I'm thinking, Randy? There's nobody here. A guy gets up and he gets his thing. Right? Lois? Oh, holy mackerel. When is mine going to come?
Oh,
right?
my gosh.
And I see the young man, he's making the stuff. And he goes, hey, what goes in a burrito supreme? I goes, holy cow, that must be mine.
Wow.
He doesn't know what goes in. He must be new.
Oh, my gosh.
And then he looks up at the little TV monitor and says, I'll get Larry's. I'm thinking, oh, my gosh, he's just starting. He's just starting, Galen.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
All right, telling somebody else about your worries is a waste of time. You agree with that?
Say that again?
Telling somebody else about your worries is a waste of time.
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, isn't that what kind of friends do?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
For husbands and wives and anybody in a relationship?
Yeah, but sometimes if you start telling people your woes and trials and you just want somebody to listen, they'll turn it around on you and say what their woes and trials are, and then you might as well not even say anything in the first place.
Your doctor.
I know people like that.
Your doctor. Everything okay?
I mean, but no, I don't think that's a waste of time.
I mean, if your doctor says, is everything okay? And you say, well, I would tell you, but it's a waste of time. So what do you mean it's a waste of time?
I don't think that's a waste of time.
I got worms coming out of my ears. I don't know.
That is disgusting.
I'm worried about that.
It's true, though.
Let's see. Reading magazines. 99% of the magazines, anyway, it says here. Reading magazines is a waste of time. I don't think
so. I think people need R&R. Reading magazines is like recess,
Who wrote this article?
It's like recess for children. You have to have some alone time and some me time just to chill.
All right. Watching trash TV. Now, that is a waste of time.
Yeah.
It gives the examples of trash TV. The pioneers of trash TV. Phil Donahue, Sally Jesse Raphael, Jenny Jones. Oh, remember the Jenny Jones story?
Oh, well, these guys aren't on anymore.
Maury Povich, Chuck Barris. Chuck Barris. Oh, my gosh. What was that from?
The Gong Show.
The Gong Show.
The Gong
Geraldo
Show.
Rivera. Oh, these are the pioneers of trash TV.
Oh, okay.
Morton Downey Jr., he's not even alive. Jerry Springer.
Well, didn't Chuck Barris die too?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. So that must be on like the certain channel, like with the oldies on Hulu, right?
No, it's just saying the pioneers. That's what those shows. They have those shows now, The View and Megyn Kelly and all that.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Now I got it.
Popping by YouTube and getting sucked into something totally irrelevant is a waste of time. Oh, that is true. That is true.
Is it though? See, when I get stuck in that, I consider that show prep for this show, because at some point you're going to talk about that topic.
I agree.
That's right.
There's a truth in what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah, because you say go down the rabbit hole.
I do go down the rabbit hole.
And it is, boy. You could the rest of your life could be gone. And you could be okay. All right, I'm going to give you a perfect example. So yesterday, this thing popped up on my YouTube, and it was this guy who made one of those Japanese mirror balls out of aluminum foil.
Oh.
Well, that was 25 minutes of my life.
I bet it was interesting.
Yeah. By the way, Larry, I'm getting that feedback again.
Are you?
But it was fascinating how he made it. I was amazed.
Did that help? What I just did?
Yes.
It
Yes.
did. So that must be the button that does it. Okay. Well, I watched one, and it was how to make your soda can into a soda dispenser. And I thought, oh, cool. Let me watch this one.
Yeah, no, that sounds neat.
Oh, my gosh. They poke a hole in the side. They put a straw in it. They seal the opening with a hot glue gun.
This in the side.
Right.
Okay.
And then they pop it open first, so the top is open. Then they put an inflated balloon over the top and unravel it so that the air pressure pushes the soda out through the straw.
Oh, gee.
I'm thinking, holy cow, that's a lot of work.
Still just a can of Coke. I mean, how much can you get out of there? More than a can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this foil mirrored ball was fascinating. I mean, he polished it. He put it into a furnace and melted all the aluminum foil back into aluminum.
You going to make one?
Fascinating. No. Heck no. No, why in the world would I do that? I could go buy one at like Hobby Lobby probably for $8.
Yeah, but this sounds like...
Why would I make one?
Yeah, but when you have grandchildren, this would be a great thing to do with the grandchildren.
Are you kidding? Molten aluminum next to kids? No, they're just silly.
Asking somebody's opinion after you've already decided what you're going to do. That's a waste of time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's when they're looking for your approval instead of looking for your advice.
Yeah, that's true, which is almost all the time. Watching bad movies on an airplane just to pass the time. That's not a waste of time. You're up in an airplane.
What else are you going to do?
Yeah.
What else are you going to do? It's like listening to a really bad podcast when you're in the car.
Going out to run errands in the middle of rush hour. That's a waste of time. Yeah, that is a waste of time.
That's stupid. That's what that is.
Finishing a book you hate just because you started it. Yeah, that's right. That's.
it depends on when you start to hate it.
Uh-huh.
I have a thing that if I start a book, I have to finish it. It may take me 6 months because I may just put it down and read something else, but I have to finish it.
Can I tell you something about the books we read for this show, the interviews with the authors? If it says something about losing weight, if it says something about being happy, if it says something, anything along the avenue of being self-help, chances are it says exactly what the last book said.
That's right.
and the one before that, and the one before. After a while, you start to realize, wow, this is the same exact information.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Exactly.
I don't know. HarperCollins must just say, oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But it's true. It's true. Everybody has the same take usually.
Listening to spam comments, stupid reviewers, and crazy people trying to bring you down. That is a waste of time. That does bring me down, too.
You love reading, comments.
I do. I know. I hate it.
That's a thing for you.
Well, it bothers me when people say bad things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but you love, reading an article and then reading what people's comments on an article.
An article removed from us.
I do. Well, sometimes I do.
Yeah, an article removed from
How do you know
I
that?
can't believe you're not on Twitter, because that's all you talk about it all the time.
I am on Twitter.
You're yeah, well, Twitter, that's all Twitter is people's comments.
Yeah, I don't really read Twitter. I just tweet. I put them out. I don't take them in.
Okay.
Let's see. Staying in a relationship when it is obviously bad for you is a waste of time. You think? Might be good.
I mean, take your jokes, for example. I mean, I try to just ignore your jokes because that part of our relationship is bad, but so much of it is so good that I have.
Wait a minute. Have you ever?
Let's sing in our relationship.
Have you ever panned for gold?
No.
I have.
Well, when
seems like a complete and utter waste of my time.
It is until you find a piece of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Like a fleck, a little.
Right, a little fleck. And that's what my jokes are. It's panning for gold. Like, you're never going to find a good one except now and then.
The assumption of the now and then is pretty big. I mean, one or two over, 12 years is you'd waste a lot of time.
By the way, Baloney the Bloodhound?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Do you remember Baloney? Do you remember him from?
Yeah. It was less than 24 hours ago. Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. That's Baloney the Bloodhound. He has been trained to also sound the alarm when he hears a corny joke.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Just so you know. So if you don't hear him, then it's a good joke.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Okay.
That's how you know, in case you're wondering.
All right. All right. I love it.
When I was a kid, this is kind of a silly thing. When I was a kid, if I was watching like a sitcom or something, and I would hear the people on TV laugh, I would always look back. I would always look back at my father because I was always closer to the TV than him. I would look back at my father in his recliner to see if he was laughing. Because if he was, then I thought, oh, it must be funny.
Oh gosh, isn't that cool?
If my father didn't laugh, it wasn't funny. I don't care what those kids on TV are laughing at.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah, that's a great memory.
So did you ever laugh and then look back at your dad to see if he was laughing?
I never laughed.
Did you ever laugh first?
I never found anything funny.
Oh, really?
I found everything entertaining.
But nothing was funny?
Very few things funny, yeah. On TV,
gosh.
I mean. In real life, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on TV...
I have to laugh at TV things.
Well, now as an adult, I do. But as a kid, I swear, I would watch TV to hear people laughing and think, is that funny? And I'd look at my dad. Is that funny? Oh, he's laughing. I guess it is.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I mean, the TV shows weren't geared for you at that age, but it was more about I want to be with the family and everything else. Yeah.
I mean, a perfect example, this is going to date me real bad, but Red Skelton comes out, and he's Freddy the Freeloader, and he's doing something goofy, boom, 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 right? And the audience laughs, and I'm thinking, really? And then I look at my dad, and he's not laughing. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm with you, Dad.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't funny at all. All right. Shopping and going to the mall only to pass the time when you don't need anything special. Oh, yeah, window shopping is a waste of time.
Oh, I never do that. I hate that. Except Christmas
Isn't that called the internet now?
Yeah, because it is. Good. Let's see. Do I have time? Okay, I got a few more. Okay. Let's see. Chasing potential clients that obviously do not want to work with you. It's a waste of time.
Is that true, Galen, or not really?
Absolutely. Well, yeah, absolutely. The hard part is, and this is what I tell everybody. I said you have to run a lead down until it's dead. Once it's dead, then you don't come back to it for a while. But for the way we do it is completely different. But it's still a lead, and so if somebody says no, or they're having blood drives with somebody else, you share our story and what we all are about, and then you leave. And then, you circle back in a year or when that person's gone or something else happens. But, yeah, you have to follow that lead up until it's dead.
Really? Have you ever had somebody donate blood that was asked many, many times, and you know that because they told you, but they'll say,
absolutely. But
they will say, you know what, I was reading the story, and I was thinking about you guys, so here I am. Have you had that happen?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Happens all the time. So you'll get a story, you'll find somebody, oh, no, and then they'll come in, and I always ask, hey, what brought you in today? And it's like, well, a family member or something brought me in, and I'll say, well, have you been asked before then? Well, and they don't ever say yes. They say, well, I see the Bloodmobile all the time. And I'm like, well, I'm sure there was somebody standing next to that Bloodmobile asking, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just glad they're in there at that point.
But what you just described is me. That was me.
Yeah, sure.
I every time I'd go to a store, there'd be the Bloodmobile, there'd be the person asking me, would you donate, over and over and over and over and over, and I never did, but it was always on my mind. And then that time there was a child in need, and the Bloodmobile was in the parking lot of where I worked. And everybody was going out except for me. And I thought, oh, man, I should go out and do this. So there was a little bit of not peer pressure, because nobody said a word to me in the job. But I felt it, like, oh, my gosh, I got to do this. So, and the real reason was because I was afraid. I have no problem in confessing to that or whatever. All right, let's see. The last one. Engaging with anyone who likes to gossip and judge and resent the whole world for their own reasons. Yeah, that is a waste of time. That definitely is a waste of time.
Very much so.
But I waste time all the time. I hate wasting time.
You never do. I've never seen you waste time.
Really?
I never have. I mean, I don't know what happens when, All
right,
away,
so if Galen, Robin and I are working on a children's book, so to do a piece of artwork for the children's book means I have to actually sit down and do it. I will find 10.
Right, that's usually how it starts. Yeah.
I will find 10 things that need to be done that don't need to be done before I actually sit down. Once I sit down, then things start moving. Mm-hmm. But I need to, I don't know, go to the car wash. My new thing is going to the car wash. You know what I mean? Or I need to check Facebook for something, or I need to check YouTube for something. Mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you this. So while you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, are you thinking about what you're going to draw and like the story and
are you giving
that
me
kind of thing?
Are you justifying me?
No. But I do that all the time. So for example, if I have to write a proposal for something and I just don't want to do it, so even if I'm not doing it, I'm thinking about how I'm going to structure it. What is going to be my key points? So I'm writing it in my head.
That's true.
Even though I'm not writing it, and that sometimes because I have just had to sit there and go, I just got to battle through this, and you can't because you got nothing.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So sometimes you have to walk away. So yes, I'm giving you an excuse.
Look at that big crane outside.
Yeah, I think it's the air conditioning, guys.
Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Hey, Bloodmobile today, Larry, is we're at Time Customer Service right there in your old stomping grounds in the Cascades, and we're also out at Spruce Creek.
Oh, nice.
All right, go donate blood. Galen, thank you for what you're doing, and I have 3 words to say to you. Whip it good.
Elo, whip it. See, this is fun.
Thank you, Galen.
Next time, just next time say, I'll give you one note. Name that tune.
No, Dr. Mayer is phenomenal.
She's
amazing.
Thank you, Galen.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Bye, all.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. President Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen, will be allowed to review documents seized by the FBI last week. A judge in New York is still considering how federal